The Great American Shootout, an event to help prep players hone their skills, develop their game, and most of all, get noticed. But it also serves the same purposes for officials, and it's just one of many things they do to stay sharp during the off-season.
I actually referee year-round. A lot of people don't know that just because basketball season is over with. Now it's time for me, what we call, to go into the lab and put in some work and get ready for the regular season. I mean, we do things from, I have a personal trainer that I work out with to stay in shape. A lot of people don't know that we do that. Once again, breaking down videotapes, sitting at home, watching your game, and doing frame-by-frame situations. That's how you get better.
And at developmental camps like this, put on by the Big 12 and the NCAA, officials get a chance to be critiqued by high-ranking conference and national personnel. And they cover basically everything from rule changes to mechanics.
We talk about new rules. We look at the way that you move on the court, better positioning, getting angles, how to see plays, let them start, develop, and finish, and really looking at your overall ability to referee and try to improve.
This is the 6th year that we've had this developmental camp where we identify a certain number of officials. And one of the things, the competition's really good, and it gives our coaches a chance to see what our officials do in the summertime, and it gives them a chance to visit with them in a different setting where it's not as controversial as it is during the season. We've got veterans on our staff, and it's really been a beneficial program that we've instituted.
Some officials in attendance are already employed by a major conference and use the camps as opportunities to learn as much as possible. In addition, there are young, less experienced officials hoping to get noticed and move up the ladder. And the top of the ladder is watching.
For me to get out in this part of the country and look at new talent is very important with regard to stocking our pipeline of up-and-coming officials. So I want to be on top of who the up-and-coming officials are in the country.
We have to be identifying another pool of officials because you're exactly right. We have an aging group of people that's done a tremendous job of refereeing college basketball. But the training that these young guys that are coming along today, they have a lot more training than those that are perceived to be our best officials out there today. So I think that's going to make for the fact that we're going to continue to get better at college basketball officiating.
And with an extremely diverse group in attendance spanning a wide range of experience and affiliations, the NCAA is moving toward its goal of consistency across the board.
I would like to see our business spread out and become very homogenized. I don't think there ought to be an officiating style that's peculiar to the Pac-10, the Big East, or the Big 12, or the Big 10 for that matter. I think that you referees ought to referee the same way night in, night out. And the real value is for the players and the coaches who then can expect some degree of predictability about how the game will be called.
Overall, officiating is a competitive field, and as you may be aware, it's pretty highly scrutinized, which is why you find them here on their time off, just trying to get a little bit better every day.
You have to have patience. You have to have ability. And you go to these camps, and we talk about going to 6 or 7 camps throughout the summer and being away from family and friends and trying to juggle time off of work. It can be tough, but it's a rewarding experience.
You learn something every day. I mean, I learned something again today, out here. So I just really appreciate the Big 12 giving me the opportunity and everything that they've done for me.
I think one of the key things that I've heard officials tell me in the summertime, they come because much like a coach has a passion for what he does and a young basketball player, they love to officiate. And anytime they can get additional opportunity to get tutelage under officials who have been on the floor before, it helps them. And they're just trying to expand their knowledge of the game and the ability to officiate.
It's amazing to watch these guys from year to year and see the progress that they make because they're really dedicated to becoming a good basketball official. And that's what we need, and that's what we work hard to make sure that we find the right people who fits the mold for what we need in Division I college basketball.